All right, glad to have you back with us here on
If you
Sunrise.
hear the jokes in between the breaks,
The real show is in between, you know.
They would go viral.
For the wrong reason. All right, thank you so much. It's good to have you back with us. And welcome to Sunrise Sacred Hour, where producers Karen Kalex Alexander and Andre Riddim Boss Edwards, together known as Island Wave, are bringing something fresh yet familiar to reggae lovers with their debut juggling project called Sacred. Good morning, gents.
Morning.
Good to have you both.
Likewise, good to be here.
All right. It's called Island Wave.
Yes.
Correct.
Without the E at
Without
the
the
end.
E. Yes, we can spell.
Before you answer that,
What?
sacred. Why sacred?
Like, mighty gosh.
It's a
Yeah.
sacred moment.
Yeah, it's a sacred moment, as they say.
Yeah.
But you know, when we just started to make the rhythm, we voiced a couple artists, and then Chris Malachi recorded his song called Sacred Place. But we didn't take on the name as yet. We were kind of searching, and no matter how we try run from it, Sacred just kept calling us, you know. So, and it just fit. It just fit the feel of the whole rhythm, and then when everyone else recorded based on how their song sounded, it was just perfect.
So Sacred is what exactly? The name of the rhythm?
Rhythm.
And then Island Wave is
The
who
producers.
you guys are, the
Yes,
producers.
correct,
yes.
How did you guys come together to become Island Wave?
So one day I'm on SoundCloud. I don't know if you guys know that.
I know
app where you can
SoundCloud.
put all your free music at the
Yeah.
time. It was like 2017. I see a random DM, hey, let's work. So I never trust it, obviously. Because since 2017, I'm living with my parents. I'm not going to just link up with
Scammer
somebody.
them there, right?
But when I went on his page, I see that this guy worked with Sizzla and some other people already. I'm like, all right, cool. This look feasible. But I never went alone. So when he sent the address,
He's skipping the part where he was scared.
I wasn't scared. I was
So he brought a security with him.
Oh, wow.
Right, you know, shout your virgin, man. You shout your virgin and say, yo, I'm have a look up.
Forward.
Yeah. I'm not going to step by myself. I don't know if it's a setup.
Right.
So that was the
You're
beginning of everything.
Clever.
No,
Don't
that
let
was
nobody make
smart.
you feel.
Or weak, could be weak. You know?
Clever.
Clever
Yeah,
it
yeah.
is.
So yeah, and then I went there with my virgin who actually does videography, and it was a normal, candid moment. We cooked up, we made music, it was effortless, and since 2017 we never stopped.
Whoa.
Made Island Wave.
You know, when I say doors in music, I think about, you know, the Riddim twins, and they are Sly
And Robbie.
Huge inspiration. Huge inspiration.
Legends.
I can't know, so we take back, so that's a long time ago, but anyway.
Because I got to the backyard now, eh?
Never. That's my era.
So I'm happy to see this kind of link up, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's so natural, I just say effortless,
Yeah.
you know? But what's one thing that's different about what you do that someone would be surprised to find out?
I feel like it's the variety and how we present the variety. You know, I think it's Island Wave, so everything that we do is rooted in the island of Jamaica. But the waves, as you know, effortlessly carries everything across the world. So
And saying, you practice that one, bro?
Say that again, you know? You know what I mean?
For those who don't know, describe the sound, the feel, some of the inspiration.
Well, as you said, the waves transcend Jamaica. So yes, we stick to our roots, but you'll hear some chords that may remind you of R&B.
Yeah.
It may remind, even this project, it have a very soulful feel. You know, the chords we decided to use, how the drums even play. It's not the normal one drop. It's almost after the one. So you'll hear it when we play it and stuff. But yeah, I think we're very experimental with our sounds. We don't try to keep it boring and safe, because this is a very risky move as well. Because as I say, it's not very traditional. But yeah, we keep it to the roots, and we try to incorporate everything else we listen to, which is a wide variety of genres.
So you take risks, but you don't take certain risks, because I'm not on the rhythm, and I have
You
several...
know, I reached out to management, but they say you're busy. Them say you're busy.
I
man.
mean,
We can't
you
get
know,
a hold.
You have to talk again, you know?
I
see.
actually wanted background
I think
vocals
it's his
from
email,
Yendi.
it's for reaching
No,
out.
that's not a risk.
Talk to us
No.
about
Straight
somebody.
away.
IT on the other hand,
Yeah.
you know what, I mash up the team.
Yeah, true.
Look here. Talk to us about some of the artists that you have on the lineup, the mix of voices that you have.
Currently, we have amazing artists such as Chris Malachi,
True.
I'm a Ruta Fire, and 5 Star, which are on one song. Zayna France, Akina Iman, Royal Blue,
Ras
Eye, you know, and yeah.
We may have a few surprises on, you know, the next rollout. But
Yeah.
we'll keep that under wraps.
Yeah.
So,
But the
I
rhythm
mean,
is not closed
maybe if
fully.
you answer the email we sent you, maybe you
Yeah.
could,
Well, look at that. I have a question for you. I feel like we're coming from an era where juggling was what we knew in the space, and juggling has kind of faded a little bit as what has been the norm in our space.
Yeah.
But here it is that you guys are presenting and juggling.
Yes.
Why?
There's been a gap for it, and like you literally just answered the question, you know. It's really a big part of dancehall and reggae music, and I feel like we strived a lot. The culture strived when that was a staple in the thing, and there's no reason for it not to be again, you know. And bringing Sacred Riddim with fresh talent, fresh voices, fresh sound. I don't think there's any better way to bring it to the world.
And to be honest, you ever hear a song and you hear a song from your favorite artist and you say, you know, my next favorite artist may sound just as good or better on this rhythm. I feel like when you hear some singles sometimes there's this need or want of a other, you know, perspective on the same beat. To see 7 people or more hear the same beat and come up with something different, it's an amazing thing to experience, I'm not going to lie. So that's why I love juggling, and that's what we grew up on.
How are you able to modernize, I mean, some of those original, rooted, traditional music, you know, to make it sound fresh, to make it fresh?
I think kind of what you leaned on with how soulful, for example, the chords are in this, and the choice of sounds that we use. So there are things that are rooted as well, again, how the drums are, the kind of drums that use, the bass for sure, which is very vital in reggae and dancehall music. I think those are the things that make you feel grounded, but then there's the fresh things that you're like, this is new, this is interesting. So I think that's the vital part of it.
I know you mentioned earlier about hoping Tami on background vocals, but just so you know, I also play the bass. I was taught right here live on Sunrise.
So awfully
I actually give a mean tu-tum-tum-tum.
After the farming.
No, you have the farming, you have the
So
farming.
I'm just saying.
No, I feel link up here, for sure.
I feel a good MC.
No, that's a risk. Now imagine an MC on a juggling.
Yeah.
So before it, no, we need for talk.
Yeah.
No, link management, I'm serious. One more.
I'm with it.
Say something.
Man, if y'all don't stop, you better go over there and perform. That's what we need in this place.
I told you earlier, don't leave. Tell your boss that you can't make it to work today.
The traffic is horrible.
Brace yourself, because still to come, the voices behind Sacred step into the spotlight. Zaina, Chris Malachi, and King, IZEM. They're in the studio. Stay close.
That's it.
Hey.
Break it down.